Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll solve practice questions related to anesthesia section. In the CPC exam, there will be 4 questions from anesthesia. We'll also study guidelines while solving the questions. Let's start. Before that, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, CodeMed Mastery. First question. The time reported for an anesthesia service begins and ends. Fill in the blank. Option A, when the anesthesiologist administers the anesthetic agent when the patient leaves the operating table. Option B, when the anesthesiologist begins preparing the patient when the anesthesiologist is no longer in personal post-operative attendance. Option C, when the physician begins the procedure when the physician ends the procedure. Option D, when the anesthesiologist begins preparing the patient when the patient leaves the hospital. To answer this question correctly, you have to know the time reporting guideline, which is present in your CPT manual, page number 64, under time reporting. Anesthesia time begins when the anesthesiologist begins to prepare the patient for the induction of anesthesia in the operating room and ends when the anesthesiologist is no longer in personal attendance, that is, when the patient may be safely placed under post-operative supervision. So, according to the guideline, which option is correct? The right answer is option B. The time reported for anesthesia service begins when anesthesiologist begins preparing the patient and ends when the anesthesiologist is no longer in personal post-operative attendance. So, the right answer is option B. Next question. This is a case study question. A trick to solve this question very fast is, let us check what they have mentioned at the end. They are asking how much time should the anesthesiologist report for his service. So they are asking how much time should the anesthesiologist report. Therefore, we have to calculate the time. In this particular case study, let us check where they have mentioned about the time. In the above procedural scenario, the anesthesiologist spent 30 minutes preparing and administering the anesthesia to the patient. The surgeon spent 2 hours 15 minutes performing the procedure, and then another hour and a half was spent after the patient was removed from anesthesia and returned to the post-operative recovery. The anesthesiologist supervised the patient in post-operative recovery for additional 30 minutes. How much time should the anesthesiologist report for his service? In option A, they have given 4 hours 45 minutes. Option B, 2 hours 15 minutes. Option C, 4 hours 15 minutes. Option D, 3 hours 45 minutes. Let us calculate the time. So here the anesthesiologist spent 30 minutes preparing the patient and the surgeon spent 2 hours 15 minutes plus another hour and a half, and the anesthesiologist supervised the patient in post-operative recovery for additional 30 minutes. Therefore, the total time will be 4 hours 45 minutes. The right answer is option A. According to anesthesia coding guidelines, the time reported should begin when the anesthesiologist begins preparing the patient for anesthesia service and ends when the anesthesiologist is no longer in attendance. According to this scenario, because the anesthesiologist was in attendance, additional 30 minutes in the post-operative recovery room. Therefore, the full time should be reported. The right answer is option A. Let us move on to the next question. Anesthesia that is administered intravenously results in a complete loss of consciousness and affects the entire body is referred to as what type of anesthesia? Option A, regional. Option B, local. Option C, general. Option D, intrathecal. The right answer is option C, general anesthesia. General anesthesia is typically administered intravenously, which results in a complete loss of consciousness and affects the entire body. In option A, regional anesthesia only affects a particular specific body area, and option B, local anesthesia affects local body area, and option D, intrathecal anesthesia is a type of local anesthesia that is injected into the spinal fluid. The right answer is option C, general anesthesia. This is a question related to modifiers. Let us read the question. Miss McClinton was administered anesthesia by an anesthesiologist in her dentist's office when she was seen for her dental procedure. The dentist usually performs the procedure with local anesthetic, but heavier dose anesthesia was administered in this circumstance due to patient's extreme anxiety. What would be the correct modifier for this procedure? Option A, modifier 23, that is for unusual anesthesia. Option B, modifier 22, that is for increased procedural service. Option C, modifier 47 is for anesthesia by surgeon. Option D, modifier 26 is for the professional component. So we have to choose which is the correct modifier for this particular procedure. The right answer is modifier 23, option A, because modifier 23 is for unusual anesthesia. The dental procedure would have normally been performed under local anesthesia, but due to unusual circumstance, anesthesiologist was required to administer a heavy dose of anesthesia to the patient. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Next question. A physician harvested a viable left cornea, liver and heart from a declared brain dead patient. What anesthesia services should have been reported? Option A, 01990, that is for physiological support for harvesting of organs from brain dead patient. Option B, no anesthesia services should have been performed on a brain dead patient. Option C, they have mentioned 33930, which is for donor cardectomy, pneumonectomy including cold preservation. 47133, which is for donor hepatectomy including cold preservation from cadaver donor. And the code 65110, which is for exenteration of orbit, does not include skin graft, removal of orbital contents only. And in option D, they have mentioned again 01990 with the modifier P6. P6 is a physical status modifier, that is for a declared brain dead patient whose organs are being removed for donor purposes. So which among these four options is the right one? The right answer is option D, that is 01990 with modifier P6. 01990 is for physiological support for harvesting of organs from a brain dead patient, and modifier P6 should also be reported to indicate that the patient's physical status, which in this case is declared brain dead patient whose organs are being removed for donor purposes. Therefore, the right answer is option D.